What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back inside the Janitor's Closet. Josh, Frey-Sam and Bryce Hunt with you guys as always. And Bryce has his voice back, folks, and hopefully we got our mojo back as well. Folks, we are off to a 13-8 start here to this MLB season. Things are looking up for the fellas, plus 4.15 units. Love to see it. And we got 3 plays for you on, we're doing this Tuesday? These are Tuesday's plays?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, April 8th. We usually record the night before, folks, but we are doing the day of, so we're gonna rip a quick episode. Hopefully, as many people as possible can catch this, and we got 3 plays for you guys on this beautiful Tuesday. Before we get into those real quick, folks, got to go through the housekeeping. Pardon me. TJC newsletter link is in the bio. Quickest way to get our plays. Bryce is going to be sending out. Bryce has those plays sent out to the TJC faithful, and that way, if you cannot get to this YouTube channel, you can at least get our plays still in your inbox. Next up, TJC podcast. Pardon me. If you like just hearing ball talk, we are absolutely doing that once a week and just giving a rundown of the sports world and talking casually, talking and maybe dropping in some bets every now and then, a couple of gems for the folks who tune into there. And then finally, if you do us a favor, folks, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and give us a follow on X at TJC Bets. If you can't find the plays in the newsletter, you'll definitely find them on X at TJC Bets. With all that being said, Bryce, let's put our 13-8 record to the test here for Tuesday, April 8th. Let's actually start here from the bottom of the list you sent me. Let's go Toronto, Boston, identical 6-5 records, AL East matchup. What do we got?
We're going to have the Nerfy here for 1 unit, Josh. You mentioned we usually put these plays out the night before. The books are catching up to us in our early Nerfy hot streak as, when we crunch these numbers before these lines come out, not a lot of juice in the Nerfies. That's kind of why the last couple days have been quiet. But we do have some juice here. What we've been going through this week, Josh, is a lot of cold weather, which means velocities are down, yes, but we are also struggling to get balls hit out of the ballpark. Offense, we know, has a little bit of a disadvantage compared to the pitchers when it's cold out, and that's what we have in Boston here with the Jays and the Sox. Game 1 of this series was played in like a constant mist. It was wet, it was raining. These teams are cold, they're tired. And I'm going to jump on this Nerfy here. We have some juice. The model agrees with it. Garrett Crochet, of course, we're not too worried about him. For the Jays, it's Easton Lucas that we need to get these 3 outs. Left-handed pitcher, a little bit of depth filling in for Max Scherzer while he's out. Around 95 with his heater. He's not anything special. Red Sox have some lefties at the start of their lineup. We're looking for him to get 3 outs for us on a cold day at Fenway here. Hopefully he can survive the first inning for us there. We're going to go to the no-run first inning for 1 unit to start us off.
Okay, love to see it. And we're going to go over to Atlanta here where the Braves struggling out the gate to a 1-8 record, and they're hosting they are hosting the Philadelphia Phillies, who are off to exact opposite start. They're going 7-2 out of the gates here, Bryce. What do we got?
Yeah, we are taking the Phillies first 5, 0.0. So if they tie after 5 innings, we get the push for 1 unit. It's not because of the records. I think that's kind of, a little bit of smoke and mirrors with the Braves' slow start to the season. This is a really nice pitching matchup in the AL East here, Josh. We have Chris Sale, Zach Wheeler, a guy that we are very high on over here at the Janitor's Closet, obviously. Another cold day out east, like I just mentioned. It's gonna be a chilly one out there. It's gonna be a pitcher's duel, presumably. Chris Sale has struggled a little bit in Philadelphia in his career, and if you're telling me it's a pitcher's duel, I would want to ride with Zach Wheeler, who I have as one of the best in the business. The Phillies are okay against left-handed pitching. Their splits aren't that bad. Harper can still get to them. So we are going to be rocking with the Phils here.
Alrighty. Let's get out to the Athletics here. Athletics 4-7 hosting the San Diego Padres, who I misspoke about the last one there. They are off to a 9-2 start. What do we got in this matchup, in this West Coast matchup?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. We're going to be taking the Athletics first five for plus the hook here for 1 unit. So we get the hook with the A's, who are off to a pretty nice start in Sacramento. Josh, they're hammering baseballs. I was looking at some of the numbers today. It looks like they might have, four, potentially even five, depending on how Jacob Wilson does. 20 home run hitters this season, which is pretty incredible for them to see how far they've come the last 2 years. They're taking on Dylan Cease and the San Diego Padres, and I know Dylan Cease is rolling right now. But this is something we talked about a little bit earlier in the season in our preview shows and our podcast, stuff like that. How do the starting pitchers, the real cream of the crop starting pitchers who are really routine based, how do they walk into a minor league facility, and how does that impact them mentally and physically as they try and prepare for a start against a lineup that can jump on you at any point and take you deep, which we know Dylan Cease can be a little bit prone to the long ball at times. For the A's, it's Jeffrey Springs, who struggled last time out against the Cubs, but looked really nice in his first start of the year in Seattle. Yeah, I mean, San Diego can struggle with lefties sometimes. We're looking at the A's here. We're taking the spot. The model has them to win outright by 2 runs. So we're going to be taking the plus hook here for Oakland, or not Oakland, sorry. The Athletics, first five plus a half for 1 unit to close us out here.
Alrighty, so we got 1 unit plays across the board, folks. 3 plays for this Tuesday, April 8th. Quick rundown, Toronto-Boston. We got the no-run first inning. We also got the Philadelphia Phillies first five minus 0.0. And then we've also got the Athletics first five plus 0.5, all again 1 unit plays. 13-8, Bryce, and let's hopefully we're wearing sunglasses the next time the folks see us here on the closet here.
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, we're getting out of here. Quick video. Hopefully this video can get the likes and the comments and the views all ran up there. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the newsletter, podcast, follow us on X at TJC Bets, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.